Hello, hello and welcome everybody back to the dumbass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer, as I shift my hat around and try and get my face visible. And now I have to adjust my camera as well. Marvellous, marvellous. Welcome back to the dumbass class. As we carry on our tabletop RPG series of Dark Heresies, 1st and 2nd edition mix-up with Inquisitorial Profiteers, if I can get my words out properly. In the last episode, our group of Inquisitorial agents had re-equipped and then decided that it would be most prudent of them to go and help their friends, or at least one of the group's friend. As the Poison Kiss, a gang in the lower hive, and the Acid Riot, another gang in the lower hive, had started a little war. Fortunately for the Poison Kiss, our group hijacked the hive's freight elevators, one of the freight elevators, and made their way down to the locked off part of the lower hive where the battle was taking place. On the way down, their tech priest managed to key in to the pick feeds within that area and found out that something seriously wrong was going on. The blast doors that should have locked down to protect the elevator on the Acid Riot side was open. The Poison Kiss were locked off from reinforcements, but the Acid Riot had reinforcements just flooding in. The Poison Kiss lost the fight, and quite possibly the war for this level of the lower hive, as the blast doors to the Poison Kiss area opened, and all the citizens behind the blast doors and the members of the Poison Kiss gang who were waiting to see if their gang protectors had come out victorious. The shock and disgust at seeing that the Poison Kiss had failed and the Acid Riot gangers came flooding in, cutting down innocents and anyone associated to the Poison Kiss. They rushed out. About 50 men in total left the area that our acolytes, agents, turned up in. And once our elevator had hit the same level, our group rushed out and assaulted the Acid Riot that had stayed behind to secure this area. Our tech priest was able to raise the blast doors on the Acid Riot side, locking them off from reinforcements now. And the group were making quick work of those left behind. The group also... no, they haven't seen anything. So, on the other side of the fight, a little clarification. The Acid Riot gave their weakest and most numerous group, the goons, a particularly potent drug. This drug had many effects, little bit like Frenzoid, or Friends... no, it is Frenzoid, I think. Frenzon. But a different variety, a different flavour. A more devastating flavour to the user. A couple of them had nervous moments and shot themselves. I don't think either of them actually killed themselves, even though they shot themselves in the head. One might have. But we come back as our servitor pick feeds begin to broadcast yet again. We come back into the combat as it is happening. Now, one of our players is not here for the moment, but he will return soon. So, what am I going to do with Darius? So Darius, knowing that he can't just stay there, is going to half move out, so he's half showing, and he is going to shoot at... he's going to shoot at the goon. Is he going to shoot at the goon? Yeah, he's going to shoot at the goon. Sorry, I didn't open Darius's sheet, so I'm just doing that now. He will shoot him with the stead holder, because I believe that's the gun that he had equipped in the last episode. It's a... Hang on. 100 meters, that was 25, so yeah, that's definitely short. It's definitely a standard. Oh, bugger. No, he would have run. He would have run. So, minus 20. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so... Right, Darius, how many fate points have you got? Okay, so Darius is currently down 1 fortune point. Yeah. Guys, if you have like fortune points at max before the end of the episode, use one.
Oh yeah, I always do that.
So it's just on a 97, his weapon will jam. He's like, oh, hi Geddy, here you go, your weapon's jammed. Nice one. So he misses, unfortunately. I also need to put... I've used one shot to go down. Go down, god damn you. Fine, do that then. Okay, so... wow, that had a little crack to it. So, as it's the goon's turn, the shot fires off down the hallway, missing him entirely. The goon... 18, isn't it? The goon runs up. Mordecai, he is very, very close to you, but not quite close enough to do anything. He's just run up. Although you are close enough to get... So his eyes are bloodshot to fuck. His eyes are brilliantly red. There are bright red veins going into the centre of his iris. His mouth has small parts of foam building up at the corners. His teeth, he is constantly gnashing and biting as he's running down, not opening his mouth up wide, but it does seem to be like that. There's just a little, not a chitter, but it definitely seems to be an effect of the drug. He's also sweating profusely. So, this dude here. Yeah. He is going... So that corpse is still on fire. I know that. Yeah. So, he's actually going to move. He's going to run over to here. So he's half poking out so he can shoot, but he is protected by the boxes. Mordecai, you're up. And also, we're not on combat music. Shame.
Heresy. I just look at the guy who's just sprinting up towards me and just go, you need to chill it with the drugs, mate. And I'm going to try and set him on fire.
Heresy.
Cast. I'm not... Oh, my keyboard. No. I'm having some keyboard issues and wants to try and cast it at 70,000 psi rating. That would not go well.
I think it would definitely cause a, galaxy-wide explosion.
I think that would just be... He vanishes.
Yeah. So I fail, but I'm also going to half move further away from him.
The Astra Telepathica and the Navis Nobility within the planet, the Hive, would be very pissed off if you went 700 and... Liliana, you're up. Run, girl, run!
I've been running this entire time. Thing is, can I see anything inside this? Or is this hole too small for me to see? Or is it too dark and stuff?
The hole, yes, you can. So there is a board in the way. It's only a flimsy little. It is a door, but it's like a cupboard door, really. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move. I can't just run through the board, so I'm gonna move towards the board. So that's half move, I think. Oop. I'm going to bang at the door and say, "I'm friendly. It's Liliana. Is there anyone in there?" And then I'm gonna try to, pull down the boards.
Okay, so quick reminder for the GM. Did she have an accent? What was her voice? I think it was my voice, wasn't it? It was just a high pitch, my girly
I
one.
don't think she had a
Maybe.
special accent.
Yeah.
Also,
okay.
remember that the entire time, the there's canticles of the Messiah blasting in.
Yes, there is indeed. So you hear some murmuring within the little hidden room that you're banging on the cupboard door of. Yeah, you can hear some murmuring before you hear quite a butch female voice. Hang on, so she would know. Hang on, let me just give a quick roll, because... No, she's good, okay. So... how'd you get down? Hang on! There's a rustling, and you can hear things being moved from within the room before the small cupboard-like door is pulled inwards, and there's again quite a butch, tough-looking chick, knelt down. She has a massive hole in one side of her. You can see where the blood's almost stopped, but it's still, as she bends down, the wound re-bleeds again. Dressed very similarly to Tiffany. You need to get turned down. Dressed very similarly to Tiffany, only she has a... what colour mohawk does she have? I have it written down. I believe it's green. Or was that Tiffany's? No, Tiffany has a pink. She has... Oh yeah, that's right. So when you look down, this very butch woman, she has burns all over her face. Her face is just pitted and marked. It goes all down her neck. And she looks at you and... Tiffany!
Do I know this one?
Intelligence check -30. You've never spoken. You've never spoken to her before.
Yeah, and then if I don't know her, then I can't even try, because it would be a 5% chance.
Have a go. Have a go.
You fail 100% of the rolls you don't take.
Exactly, Jim. Exactly. I'm glad you finally understand that.
So. Oof.
No, you can't. You can't picture the place to face. Yeah, that's.
I'm going to pull.
Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna pull up.
You can hear Tiffany speaking from within the room as this other chick with the acid burns, well, you know now, moves to one side. Yeah, that's Liliana. She's been at the club a couple of times.
I will remove my gas mask to actually show my face, because I don't think they could see my face before.
You had your... Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot you guys put gas masks and rebreathers on, didn't you? Okay, fair enough. So as you take it off, she's like, yeah, that's Liliana. She's been at the club. How'd you get in here?
Well, we can discuss that later. For now, we need to get you all to safety. Come on.
0111001.
Never mind that. That's Jenny. She's weird.
Oh, right,
And you
well...
will remember that, bitch.
How are we getting out?
You're weird, but I like you. Elevator, come on.
Fine, yeah. Sure. She doesn't look all together with it. She has a massive slash that was caused by a chainsword across her face that has taken her left eye out. She's been patched up as best as the people in this room could. You don't see any medical kits or any actual medical gear around. As Tiffany gets up, one of the other girls, who you don't know their names, you can see them, but now I'll just say them. So Mandy or Molly, whatever it is, helps Tiffany up, whereas Saffron is just sat there, almost just scared out of her wits. Molly helps, sorry, Mandy, it's written there. Mandy helps her up, Tiffany up, taking one shoulder, but then she stops, helps up Saffron, and this poor girl's got Tiffany and Saffron, one holding up each of them, as they kind of make their way out. So I will roll for them to get added to the initiative tracker. Joy!
I'll help Tiffany. I'll give her a hug and I'll tell her, I'm really glad you're safe, but we need to leave now. And I'll make sure to, stay ahead of them to protect them as we're moving.
Hello.
I am here.
Hello, Giddy.
Hello,
You're gonna Jan.
What?
I have no idea how these rolls are going to come out. Should I just move? Do you know what? I'm going to get rid of one of them.
Wait, I have my stat holder jam. I have my Drusus out.
I'm joking.
Oh, okay. So change your ammo clip on your stead holder and remove one from your thingy.
Okay. Thank you.
I think that's right. So they're on the board. The two heavies don't look good at all. In fact, you're pretty sure, for this weird out of game term, that Tiffany's at -7 to the face. Urza is currently at -4 or 5 to the chest. And Mandy in Saffron are still okay.
So on a scale from 0 to 20, they're -7, -5.
The other heavy is Azure?
No, it's Urza. It's the name from it's from Fairy Tale.
Urza, okay.
What?
That's where I got her name from. Urza from Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
So it is spelt right because I copied it from online.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Gotcha.
So Jenny, as you are sat in the command console within the God damn it! I had inside the elevator, freight elevator. That's the one. You're currently watching the pick feeds and checking to see what's going on, what's happening. But then your attention's brought away from the pick feeds. Someone's adding code. As you're looking at the monitor, you can see as someone is trying to bypass the Mechanicus's control protocols. Jenny?
Oh, I was doubly muted. Okay. Well, you know what that means.
Yeah.
It's time for a hack off.
Yes, posting a GIF. That's why he's quiet.
So,
And he died.
Discord fucked up again, I assume.
if you'd
There you
like
go.
to give me a tech use, so hang on one second. So
I
it was
knew I
you.
forgot to do something. Damn it. Never mind. It's all fine.
So
I totally forgot to upgrade tech use.
this is opposed. So This is some. Okay, no. That works out. So this is opposed. I've already rolled my roll. Please give me a tech use, and we'll count degrees.
That's called a fate point.
Sure. Oh yeah, Geddy, I also used one of them.
What?
One of your fortune
Fuck
fate
you!
points.
Fuck
no.
you!
No, you.
No, Jim, I do not want you to bring up Matrix rules.
So, Carla, sorry, fucking hell, Jenny. As you watch and you begin typing out, you're not quite sure what's going on, and all of a sudden you see lines of code coming up on the screen, bypassing the Mechanicus's overrides, the overrides that you put in place.
Ceres, are you doing this? I say that to the microbead.
You put that
Ceres.
into the microbead? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Jenny, this is not my doing. Shall I assist?
It would be nice, I suppose. It's not exactly my area of expertise. Hector, give me more biscuits. I need to focus.
What?
Nutrients cannot be acquired at this time.
Omniscient, damn it! Keep singing.
He continues to sing. So we'll give Ceres an attempt, as she is going to assist you. Okay. Where's your tech use? There it is. So, yeah, no, she's just going to roll it flat. No bonuses, no negatives. Shit. Okay.
I was gonna say, actually, I might have made an argument for security, but like that's the same row as tech use for me, so.
No.
So, no, because so technically you're already into the system. You're trying to write out code that will take out their code. So this is a hack off
Yeah, so
in a way.
So it's like a security, but reversed.
So you start seeing some of another code is coming up on the screen, but it's not updating as quickly as the enemy's code, as far as you can tell. They're gaining access. They might get control over the doors again. Did you mute yourself again, Jazina?
No, I think you collided there for a second.
I'm sorry. I keep eating crunchy food, and I don't want their constant crunching. I'm just gonna scream into the microbead that whatever you're doing, do it fast. We might get locked out if you're not hurry.
Okay, you all hear that over your microbeads if you have a microbead.
I wish I bought a microphone.
Ezio, you're up.
There is a guy right in front of you. You might want to blam.
Can I... What can I shoot?
The dude right in front of you? Well, anyone who hasn't got an X, I mean...
Yeah.
The guy right in front, where basically everyone's ran that you can probably see.
Alright. The question is, call to hit or not?
There's -20 because he's ran.
Yeah, half aim standard shot.
Sure, go ahead.
I tried to set him on fire for you.
God damn it, one tile too far for point blank.
No, point blanks, 2 meters or 3 with a shotgun.
I think it's 3 meters.
Yeah, 3 meters with a shotgun, but 2
That's
meters
nice.
with.
Oh, yeah. Regardless.
I know I give an extra meter for shotguns, so whatever the shotgun is in Only War. Would you like to use a fortune point?
Nope, I only have 2.
You did refresh one, as when we started the session.
No, that's my maximum.
What?
What?
His max is 2.
Oh.
Okay, we will pass over as the shot goes wide.
Man, this is a single shot.
This guy is insanely lucky. He's made it up all this way without being hurt.
The dark gods watch after him.
It's just a run box.
Oh god damn it! It's another.
Next round, he's dead.
It's another Guardsman gym.
What?
No, Theater Guardsman gym.
I know.
Next thing, you'll be spouting true names of demons and running off blind and half deaf.
How far away is he?
Darius, you are up.
It's not actually 4 meters. That's not. That doesn't seem right.
It's 1 square.
It's 2 meters.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
For that,
One
it's from your.
square is 2
Remember, it's from
meters.
your corner.
Yeah.
So yes,
it's-
that is point blank.
Okay. Then I'm going to point blank him with a burst fire of the Drusus Prime. So,
You
There
can
is a
thank me
minus
later,
20.
by the way.
pardon? Oh, minus 20 because he's from.
Because he ran.
Okay, so half aim, point blank, semi-auto, minus 20. Oh, no, back at point. There we go. Fate point.
Sure.
Oh, wait, that's wrong. Somehow my threshold went down instead of my current.
Oh, sorry, I may have put your threshold down then, rather than your current.
Okay, so here we go. Half action. Auto, minus 20.
Ooh, okay.
That's a hit.
To the chest. Please roll me damage, because in his frenzied state, he cannot dodge. It's terrible.
Okay.
Or parry.
I just realized that's only two round burst anyway, so. There you go.
So with
Ooh.
10...
Can I
God.
replace the degrees of success with the damage on the second shot?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
1.
So that's 7 degrees of success, plus... So 10
That's
on
not
the
a
other
10.
one.
10 and 10.
I don't need to look at his character sheet for this. Oh, actually... No, there's no one really in range. Am I going to be... No, there's no one in range. He is decimated.
Nice.
Utterly decimated. As you just... Two las cracks. 2 shots to the chest and heart. And he falls. Oh, he was one. It was his turn. No. So, also...
Suck it.
Hopefully-
Efficient killing.
Hopefully your positions don't move around. If they do, I apologise. But hey ho. Descending! So, Darius, it's not your turn again.
Oh.
Tiffany, you're up. So, Tiffany is going to. You've told her to go, so she's going to go.
I did tell them to stay behind me, but
Over to here, so she has an angle.
With how wounded she is, be glad she doesn't have a damage bracket.
that's precisely the reason why I want them to be behind me, so they don't have an angle to get shot.
Wait, so is it Tiffany who's -7?
Yes. To the face.
Okay.
Well,
What effect?
I'm not in. So I think it's -7. I haven't looked it up exactly. It's the one where you lose a body part. So it might be -6.
Oh.
It might be -5. She's lost her left eye as the chainsword swung up, gouging chunks out of her face and ripping her eye from her socket.
Ah, lovely.
So, this is never going to work. I can't wait for them to get upgraded. So they can't aim because it's unreliable. This is at standard range because it's at 20. This is full auto, so there's -10. Are there more options? You can do suppressing fire. Ooh. Okay, anyway. Full auto, so -10. Submit. No modifiers because you guys haven't moved. Darius, this is at you. So 2 degrees, amazingly. So 2 shots come at you. However, I do need to look at the... So he's hit you in the 61. So let me just check.
That's torso. That's 2 shots at the torso.
Yes, it would. Yes. So unfortunately, when you're covered, when you're in cover, poking out, your torso is in the hit bracket. You're only really protecting your arm and leg that's in cover. So they do both hit you. You can dodge, obviously.
I will dodge. Nope.
You were hit twice, Darius. Twice in the chest. And we roll... 1, 2.
Okay.
2 5s.
So.
I reckon that's not even going to hurt you.
No, actually, that's done 1 down. Both of them have done 1 damage each.
Huh. I am impressed. So,
Really?
Yeah, because I've only got 4 to my body all over. Because my body armor is damaged.
How much? Jesus Christ! How
Did
much
you
more
not buy-
armor am I?
did you not buy new armor from...
No.
Ah. Okay.
I was away the session, don't forget, and I only bought stuff like 5 minutes before this before last session.
Okay, yep, fair enough. That would explain it. So, as a hail of bullets come firing off down the hallway, 2 of them clip you, Darius, striking you in the side, but not doing any significant damage as you continue to stand your ground. Jenny, as you look at the Cognite screen, you can see that the code is still being written. Please give me a tech use.
I assume I can't buy tech use mid-session.
No.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting something.
Okay.
And
I mean, that's 2 degrees.
And
No,
Ceres?
I'm spending a fate point to make that 3 degrees.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Because you can do
Okay.
that. You can add a degree of success to a successful test with a fate point.
Yep.
I'm glad I
Is
did.
Ceres this bothered, that bothered? Not really. Not enough to use a fortune point. Fate point. So, I will just put it out there now. The last time he rolled, whoever he is, he got a 5. This time he's rolled, and Jenny, you just watch as your code starts overtaking his. You are writing in far more and overtaking his override protocols with your own override protocols. Ceres has fallen behind. You're not sure what's taken her attention away or why she's slowed down, but she hasn't made any progress. Whereas he rolled a 99, so...
I'm like, get on my mechanicus.
You
Yeah,
have,
you
Initial
can add
beta for
a...
hacking.
Yeah, you can add an extra degree to a successful test. Yeah.
so you are currently even. The 2 against 1. You're even in degrees. Liliana, you're up.
Unfortunately, I'm now out of fate, so if I fuck up, I fuck up. There's no safety net anymore.
I have a question. From here, although these are boxes, can I see over the boxes? Are they low enough that I
No.
can see this dude?
Their boxes are too high.
Well, team. Then I can say I know they are there. So I'm just gonna move.
You would have
Twice,
heard the panting and the footsteps. This guy did run in. So it's not like he snuck in.
Then would I be able to just run and engage him without actually doing anything?
You'd have to move out of cover or to the corner of the boxes before you can shoot him. You need line of sight.
Oh, I don't want to shoot him. I want to engage him in melee combat.
You could
So-
probably charge him.
That's fine.
Yeah, I can't charge him because my charge would be 9. And I don't think I can do this in 9.
Yeah.
Let me check.
You can go corner to corner.
Just.
Nope, that's...
No. Oh yeah, because you have to go up slightly. Okay.
Yeah, if I had agility bonus of 4... Wait. Yeah.
You could give me
just
an
gonna
acrobat.
run.
You could give me an acrobatics to bound over the boxes and into him. That's something you could do as a free action. You know, I'm not going to make you use up one of your 2 vital actions for it.
It's too hot. The
Hello?
server farms are melting.
Discord
I'm
why?
back. Sorry, would I take anything bad if I failed it though? Otherwise, I'm just gonna rush and get into melee combat by not doing anything.
Sure, you can do. You know, you can run into. Obviously, if you roll a natural 100, sure, it's gonna. You know, if you fail, it'll just be a case of you try and find a handhold to lift yourself up, but you don't.
I'm gonna try then. I'm gonna try.
100. Oh, no.
I can.
No, so you try and find a handhold to pull yourself up and realise the top boxes are just too... There's not enough in them and they're not level and you decide against it.
I'm just gonna run and get into melee combat with this dude, but not actually hit him. I just want to make sure that nobody is shooting this way. I want them to be shooting at me, not
So-
at my, you know.
I do need to say this. Because you haven't engaged him in melee combat, you are technically at point blank with him. It's once you've hit, you are like if he tries to move out of your area of influence, you can get an attack of opportunity. But at the moment, you've literally ran up to him and haven't acted. There is a -20 because you've run up to him. You know, that doesn't get taken away.
Yeah, but I have is a +20 because I'm at point blank because I am not currently. If I were to move, actually, so instead of me actually doing that, if I had done, so I was here, if I had done this and then this, which is my full move, would I be able to provide cover because of my shield for them?
Yeah, you would.
I
Providing
want to make myself
cover,
the
providing cover
not
for
cover,
someone
I just want to be,
would be a special, like, full action move. You can be there and you're the first closest target, sure. That's fine.
I'll do that then. I'll just do this then. Sorry.
Yep, no, that's perfectly fine. You move up to there. Mordecai, you're up.
I am going to. Would I be able to see them from here? See this person?
Yes, I mean, from where you were, you probably saw him run through the door and over to there.
Yeah.
These boxes in the middle, again, they are 2 stacks high to provide cover.
That's kind of what I figured. So I'm going to attempt again another psychic power. Although my keyboard has now actually fully seized up, this is not good.
you can try to use the Windows utility and use your mouse instead.
Yeah, I just got.
And
The target.
then if you get,
The target on this will be the same as the last one. I just to speed things up. Just because I can't type right now, so it's going to be a target of 7. Should be a target of 73.
Sure.
Oh, and it came through fine anyway.
Okay, so the thug gets... Now, it's the dodge first, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the dodge first, and if he fails the dodge, he's then got to avoid the fire.
Okay. This is really... I'm just going to roll with it for now, but I'm not sure if Roll20 has done something to my sheets. Because these guys don't have any skills. And I think they're meant to have some skills, but for now I'll leave it.
Maybe it's the same thing that happened in fantasy, like it doesn't take the careers, maybe to here it doesn't take skills for whatever reason.
I'm not sure. I'll check out some other ones that I know
Hello?
I've done stuff with.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, my everything is
looking for.
messed up now.
Funny thing
I'll be
is,
right back.
my Discord has not fucked up once. It stayed at a beautiful... But we've lost Chazina.
No,
No.
that was
Waldo.
Waldo.
yeah, Waldo's having serious computer issues apparently.
I'm telling you, the fiber optic is melting.
So, the guy has
Well,
failed.
That would be if it wasn't under the sea.
Under the sea, ba-ba-da-ba.
And
See, the
he's on
sea is
fire.
boiling. I told you, I predicted this, but no one would listen. You're crazy, they said. The seas can't boil. Tell that to the crab people. But crab people are extinct. There's no crab. Exactly, because the sea's boiled.
There are no crab people. This is
Because the ocean's boiled, and they will
the
boil
god.
again.
The god emperor will smite you for this heretical talk.
Did they ever explain why there's no water on Terra anymore?
Most of it got stolen, got taken, got used up, and then we fucked the planet up.
I
So
think it was.
So-
we did what we do best.
He's on fire. I'm going to quickly open up Waldo's sheet.
Hello. Did you return? I heard someone.
Mordecai,
Drop.
are you there?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, I can hear you again. Sorry about that.
Hello.
Do you want to roll
I don't-
damage for us?
Yes, I would like to. Sorry again about that.
That's quite alright. We cannot help it when the machine spirits decide that they're going to rebel.
2 plus 6.
Those damn machine spirits.
Dirty spirits.
I thought this guy shot me. He just moved?
Why did he? Oh no, sorry. I moved him so that I could see his thing because he's on fire.
Oh.
But we were right. I did need to move him back. So he's taken 9 damage in.
And he's on fire.
Yes, and he's on fire. I'm just not. I'm sure something has happened to my character sheets, and I'm just gonna check one. Who's definitely would I have? Let's check Sarah's, because Sarah's it. No, Sarah's has all of hers ticked. Okay, maybe they just don't have any skills. Maybe they are just useless. The Acid Riot may have to go for a training regiment and try and train up some of their people, because. Oh no! The heavies actually have their things. Okay, fine. So he's on fire and he's taken damage. He's currently screaming. He needs. It's his turn. He needs to do a willpower check just to be able to do anything.
Yep. Doesn't he also take 1d10 damage?
After his turn.
After, okay.
So he...
You take damage when you initially get set on fire, and then
yeah,
on your turn and everything too.
Yeah, because basically, when I set you guys on fire, you're going to beg me to have it happen after your turn. That's why it's after, because I know when the tables are turned, you guys want it to be after, and what happens to you guys happens to the NPCs. So he is somehow, whilst on fire, able to act. So let me double check his... Nope, he has a full clip. He has a full clip. God damn it, you're out frame. What's his movement? What's his fucking movement? Where are we? Where are we? God damn you. Okay, so he can't... He's on fire. He's been hurt badly. He knows he's not really going to survive the next however many seconds he has left. He could perform stop, drop, and roll.
Cheers. We're back tomorrow.
I'm going to give him...
Whenever you're leaving the night, make sure not with the sugar. Thanks.
The Irish are invading.
I don't think that's God, because God is this in this world. Who is that?
I thought I was muted. Turns out I wasn't. I unmuted myself when I heard the voice.
Brilliant. So he is going...
Sorry.
He's going to do an agility check, and he's going to stop, drop, and roll. He didn't succeed to do a final hoo-ha. So I believe it's an agility test with -10, off the top of my head.
That sounds about right. Without looking into it too much.
He fails. So he drops on the floor and tries to roll around, but the fire just keeps on getting stronger and stronger. It's his turn. It's the end of his turn. Roll 1d10, please. Aldo.
There we go. There's some actual damage.
So as he's rolling around, screaming, you just see him stop rolling and just start twitching before he doesn't move anymore. Now, a 1d100 for all the explosives that he may have on him. An 87. You hear his gun just start popping off and exploding. Another 1d100 to see if anyone is hit by it.
God, no.
5 meters and 9 meters. Well, we know who. So I'm going to do... I'll roll this for the stream. So.
Sure you heard that too, did you?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I missed it. Oh, I know why. I know why. Because I've got hotkeys on. God damn it.
That was special.
Nice. D-double-O. There you go.
An 8. So, Liliana, a round comes off flying over at you. You may dodge to use your reaction, or you can stand your ground, basically.
I'm not trying to dodge. It doesn't. I don't think I'm gonna succeed, but you know.
Sure.
That I'm nothing. Oop, nope, I failed.
It's gonna hit you in the chest.
Okay.
There's, you know, it's a random shot that's just pinged off. So yeah, 1 damage. Oh my god.
Oh god, dear.
Christ. A critical damage. That's the only way. That's not the only way, but I took 2 damage out of that, so.
The dark gods demand sacrifice.
Oh, well, this is getting heretical.
Jesus Christ.
You know, I'm actually, you know, that's surprising. I took 2 damage. It's okay.
It's a good thing you got that shield, eh?
Yeah.
Look, this embodied voice just said something about the dark gods. I think we need to call that in.
It's a good job for one that there's no pen either on those guns. Is that...
They're using pencils, the savages.
What is it with you rolling 10s for damage dice for NPCs against us?
I know. There's something odd about that. So I'm going to give him the skull and crossbones to determine that he has no loot on him. It is all gone. It is burning. Do they have anything else on them?
Exploded.
All the rest of the ammo on him blows up as well. The stuff that he has in his pockets. So this dude, can he reach? He can't. So he's going to run up to Darius and then just stand there, frothing at the mouth.
Don't make me shoot you, boy.
Guys, they're multiplying.
The thing is,
Ezio,
Liliana
you
can't
are
be that. Liliana can't be that mad at me because she
check
told me to
something.
burn them.
I'm not a manager. Why would I? It's not your fault. Besides, it's a scratch.
Also, Tiffany may have seen that.
Oh no, this is getting out of hand. Now there's 3 of them.
Oh dear.
Where are they? Ah!
I assume I can see them on the cameras?
Yes, you can.
I should dispute. I take no melee penalties, and I take a half aim, half shot.
He has run up to Darius.
No, this guy down here.
Oh, okay.
This
Yep,
one,
sure.
I assume this one,
Was
but
it this one?
yeah, Albie, which one is it?
I'm
shooting
this one.
Yeah, this one next to Darius.
Okay. Who pinged
Yes.
this one? Because I could have swore I saw someone ping this guy.
I don't think I can see him.
He's peeking out around the corner.
He is peeking out, so you can see him because you're peeking out. But obviously he does have cover. The guy who ran up to Darius is in the open. He's not in combat with Darius. He's just in range to... So if Darius tries to move away, much like with Liliana when she was thinking about moving, he can get an attack of opportunity. But if Darius wants to just shoot him with his rifle, he can and be at point blank.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyway, I'm shooting the dude.
Sure.
I take no melee penalties.
Yep. Only a
Uh,
minus 20 for the
half
run.
aims.
Should have fallen.
It is
Never mind.
reliable.
Sure.
Good thing it's reliable.
No jam. But sadly, as he runs up, you just fire a bit too soon. And he is perfectly fine. Unscathed. So, Molly or Mandy or whatever the fuck I called you, you are going to run to there. And then... Oh no, you can't get in there. Yeah, you can.
Mandy. Ah.
She can. Fuck it, she can. She's an NPC. She does what I tell her. Get in there. Be on the wall, sure.
What's this, Game of Thrones?
So, this dude who's just seen his... Actually, I need to put an X through you, because you are dead. You are no more. You have been gone. This dude who was meant to be peeping round a corner, but... hang on. He isn't peeping round a corner. So, but he did just see his friend die. He did just hear someone shout out, "You cunt!" So... Yeah, okay, fine, there. So he's technically in cover from the boxes, but I can't, otherwise he's like, Yeah, that'll do. He runs up to you, Liliana.
Okay.
Urza is now up. So, Urza comes running to here, and then she runs to here. Oh yeah, sorry, the prostitute. She comes along as well. So I forgot about her when she wasn't on the tracker. Darius, you're up.
How'd you go? Okay. Yeah, I want to do another burst fire.
Sorry, I do need to do one other thing because I completely forgot. So, Liliana, you just got hit with a Righteous Fury. That means you...
Again?
No, from before. So you'd suffer the
did?
effects of a critical hit, don't you? So
I don't know.
yeah, that's how it's meant to be for Righteous Furies that don't take you into critical. You take the... So you're on impact -4. Which, of course, I've got the Psychic Phenomena charts up, not the injuries chart.
It's because you hope with how much
It's 'cause I
Psychers are
expect
going
it.
to do it.
There's 2 Psychers in the group, okay? I expect there to be at least one of you to do something warpy.
I just checked. I should have rolled Phenomena. 'Cause it was a 22. But then all of my tech issues happened.
Oh, good point. We passed that.
Roll them anyway.
No, you killed
Good
him. Roll it anyway. You killed him. This will be a moment for retcons. God, why can I never remember where? Injuries, that's where. So it was impact. I can't remember where you get hit.
40 doesn't sound that bad.
It was to the chest because I have 10 armor on the chest.
Yeah, it was to the
take
chest.
damage.
So impact, explosive, impact to the body, -4. The blow shatters a rib. Nice. Target suffers toughness damage and does make a agility test or be knocked prone. I actually don't like the sound of that. Because it hardly did any damage to you, so why would it break a rib? Fucking hell, another one breaks a rib. What? Okay, we'll go with that one. That one sounds much, much better. So, Liliana, where the round hits you, it hits you right in the solar plexus as you were breathing out. So, you get winded slightly. That tiny 2 that pumps through is enough to wind you. You suffer 1 level of fatigue. You suffer 1 level of fatigue. You're meant to be knocked prone. Give me an agility test to see if you're knocked prone.
Also, for the Phenomena, it was all plant life within 3d 10 meters of the Psycho withers and dies.
Good, you're in a hive. There's
Yeah.
Chance of detection, 100%.
I could have given myself fear 1, but I prefer not to ruin my entire team right now.
So Liliana, you take a knee. You take a knee as you're hit and just and then you watch him die. But then the dude runs up to you. So not great, not brilliant. Could be worse.
Could be worse.
So sorry, Darius, we're on your turn now. So would you like to shoot the fool who ran up to you?
Getty?
Darius, did you mute yourself somehow through the ether?
Yes, I did mute myself. Sorry. Yeah, I still need to take my turn, so I'm burst firing this guy point blank again.
Nice.
Half aim. He ran, so he's -20.
Yes, he did run.
But it's point blank. Okay. Let's try again because I think I sped it to that. Half aim. Point blank. Semi-auto. I had a single shot last time. Sorry. -20. Ah, bitch. Nope.
Madness. As it's now Tiffany's turn. You told her to go to the elevator, so that's what she's going to do. I believe it's 16 of run. Yeah,
Depends what her RGB
3.
bonus is.
3.
Would it not be 18?
Sorry, 18.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
The other dude, is he still alive? He is. So Darius is now in the... his ally is rather in the way. There's still a corpse burning down there, which he doesn't really want anything to do with. So he's going to come back here and... No, he's going to come over here and do something. So, Jenny, please give me a tech use as we see if you can carry on beating the hacker.
I can't. Oh, I can't.
And I'll do it for everyone to see.
Oh!
Wow.
Get
Oh.
enemy hacker.
Oh my god, he rolled a 99 last time. Okay. So, you don't see... So, essentially, you do see code getting written, even for your failures. But it halters for a moment. Something happens. As you're not really making much progress, you see whoever's hacking the other side, their code just stops being written altogether. You're not quite sure what happened on the other end, but hopefully something good. Let's 1d100 to see what... Wow, a 94. Yeah, something bad happened.
Bad for him is good for us.
The hackers are like, oh wait, I can fuck up even more.
Oh, yes. Oh, someone can always hack up even more. Fuck up even more, rather. Hack up? Fuck up.
Wait, Jim, are you implying he's Canadian?
Maybe. You don't know. He might just be a nice guy.
Well, then every second line of code would say sorry.
So, Liliana, it is your turn. There is a person right up next to you as you're prone.
Getting up from prone, is that half move or is that
Half
full
action.
move?
Half action.
I'm gonna half action get up then, and then I'm just gonna slash at him with the saber.
That's just cool. I like maple syrup.
You know, you could use psychic powers down here.
Yeah, the thing I can. The problem, technically, is her, and whatever her name is. Oh, this is not showing.
They have just seen someone spontaneously combust. Oh, and sorry, I should just point out that whenever you use a psychic power and it goes through, there is a giveaway. If you're using your psychic powers at a high level, not, Psy Power 1 probably won't do this, Psy Power 2 probably won't do this, Psy Power 3, you're getting there. There's frost that starts to form around you, and on glass and on metal pipes around you, a small, slight frost will start to appear. I found that out from the fluff, from the books.
Oh, that's neat.
Since he's technically right in front of me, and I have a big ass shield, I'm going to cast at him and hope to God that people don't see me doing this. They're too focused on running. Say rating 2.
Although, I will just quickly... There is a plus 20 if you hit him, because he's ran up to you.
Plus 20 for me to bat him with the sword, you mean?
Yeah, if you were to hit him with a melee weapon, there is a plus 20 to it. So...
It would be standard attack, which would be plus 10. So I would be at a target of 60. Me with a psi rating 2, I would be at a target of 64, I think. Let me check.
64, because you don't get a plus 10 from it, do you?
Focusing.
No, you do from focus, but it's at a minus 10 for the power.
No, it's not. Magic has no plus, no minuses.
Oh, it's just spontaneous combustion as a plus, then. Sorry.
Yeah. So, you know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna still shock him.
Doubles.
Triples.
And that, my dude, means I hit him twice.
Yeah, because it's semi-auto.
So as he runs... Oh, actually, he does get a dodge. He's not... He's meant to be a special one. So he does dive out of the way, but he fails.
He does not. Also, as he's rushing me, I'm gonna use my... I'm just gonna basically shield bash him, but that's actually me casting. Just to try to hide a tiny bit. So
Okay, so you
1d10.
swing out with your shoulder to make it look like as you reach your hand around and just zap him with the other.
Yep. Penetration is 4, so in the 10 plus 2 plus 4. So first one is 11 and 4. Second one is 1d10 plus 2 and 4 again, because the pen doesn't change. Really, game?
You can replace your degrees of success because it's a 1.
Ooh, that is a bit right. So that would be instead of... That would be 7 pen 4.
So it goes 2 to the chest, 7 and 11.
18 pen 4.
I need to get melter beams from my face. So that I can get pen.
What?
It's like one of the best ways for the way I'm a psycho to get pen is to get the melter beams from my face power.
So you strike him as blue electricity shoots down your arm into his chest. 2 bolts strike him. He convulses but roars at it as pain circulates through his nervous system. You just see rage appear on his face as he does not die, but he is severely hurt.
I will say to him, "Oh, did that hurt?" And I'll smile.
I'm going to move closer. Half move. And I'm sorry, Liliana, because you might also get set on fire.
Oh,
Then I'm
please
gonna
don't.
cast.
Please don't.
Do it.
Hello?
Did you drop again, Waldo?
Audio is cutting out for me, so I have to leave Discord and come back. That may be happening to him too.
Waldo? No, something has happened on Mordecai's end where he just goes to do something and then looks into the immaterium and just is stationary.
Just stares off into the immaterium like, I should do something.
Ah, excellent. He's alive. He's in combat. The goon swings his weapon.
What that time did something.
Against Darius. He gets a half
Excuse
aim.
me, why is Mordecai dead all of a sudden?
Hello!
Oh,
There you
Mordecai
go.
is back. Okay, well then, fine. I won't do my attack. Mordecai, do yours.
I did, yeah, sorry, I think my internet died out for a second. I thought it was just Discord. So,
That's okay.
rolled a 97 and then everything went dead. I was like, I want to fate reroll this, but they won't be able to hear me.
Do you want to fate re-roll it? You can.
I mean, it
yes,
hasn't
I-
shown up. Oh, it has shown up.
It has, yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be honest, because you might set, me on fire. But
Yeah, but I would like to. I'm missing
Set-
far too
set
many
Liliana on
73s.
fire? That's okay, that's pretty weird, King,
Doubles,
but okay.
doubles, doubles.
God damn it! What? I've missed like 4 out of the past 5 casts of this at 73.
So, the goon half aims. He then does an all-out attack and strikes Darius.
You can't half aim an all-out attack. All-out attack's full action.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Good point. Okay, so knock 10 off,
Sorry.
so he still gets
That's the way.
2 degrees. Would you like to dodge?
I'm gonna try and dodge. Is there a negative? I can't remember.
No, not for your dodging, unless you haven't got dodge.
Nope.
Glorious. So, because of the drugs going through him, you add an extra +1. No, just add an extra +1 to the damage roll.
Okay, that's arm hit 12. Shit.
And it's not primitive. It's a
not primitive.
It's a Punisher baton, because I've just noticed it doesn't say Punisher baton on any of my rolls. Oh no, it does. There you go, Punisher baton.
So that's right arm. 12 damage.
Isn't that in the leg? No, it is arm. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I take 7 damage. Nice.
Ezio, if you want to shoot at the goon now, there is a -20 because he's in combat. And if you miss by 1 degree, you hit Darius.
I have target selection. I can shoot into melee action, and if I use, and
you don't have the
target.
You don't have the targeter equipped to your weapon.
No,
target selection
target
power.
selection. Is it
Oh, the skill. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, the skill that lets you shoot into combat. Gotcha. Okay.
also is the full aim or half aim to not shoot friendlies at all?
Just
No.
says making
So
aim action.
yeah, so as long as you aim, then you won't hit and your
Half aim
allies.
standard shot.
Cool.
Yeah.
I hit.
Just, but you do.
Fuck.
You do strike him. He cannot dodge or parry. So, by all means, roll damage.
Don't dodge or parry enemies. Do an all-out attack.
He did indeed.
What was the last one?
Is the
Doesn't really matter which one we pick.
Oh,
It's so you do 9 damage.
it was supposed to beat one below, but it's the same damage profile, so it didn't matter.
Okay. So you actually hit him in the head for 9 damage.
Nice.
So I believe. Let me just check their overall health. Yeah. So as he runs up and strikes Darius, the look of glee on his face as he kind of steps back to enjoy the moment, you just aim and fire, and his brains just go flying down the corridor as he dies and drops to the floor. Yet another corpse for the corpse pile.
Blood for the blood god.
No. Blood for the
Now we
sewer
have
god.
to execute him.
We're certainly making our contribution to Korn.
I don't know what that means, but I think I gotta shoot you now. The commissar's giving me an odd look.
Oh, I do like that. So, Mandy goes running. Now it's the turn for the heavy. Feeling the rage. He's not really... He doesn't really want to kill himself, so he's just going to strike you with his chainsword.
Kill yourself.
He's going to half aim, and he's going to standard attack. And there are no other modifiers. He hits by 1 degree. Would you like to parry?
I'm gonna try to parry. I don't have parry, but my shooter's balance, I think it's plus
You
15.
can dodge. You can
No, dodge is
can't
worse.
you?
I don't have
okay.
dodge.
Yeah, you get
Yeah,
plus 10.
That's
Yeah, but
plus
you-
15 in this for shields. Pretty sure.
Oh yes, no, if you want to use your shield, because it's got defensive,
Yeah.
plus 15.
Yeah. So plus 15. I don't think balance works in here. Oop. Oh, so close. I take it.
Okay. I don't want you to die, Liliana. I'm just putting that out. I don't want you to die.
It's
Here goes.
Dice
This is
do,
the chest.
though. The dice do.
Stop rolling dice and tens! God damn it!
It's
Okay, to be
okay.
fair, it's
It's
Terry,
okay.
so
11 pen 2, so I have 10. I'm taking 2 damage from this. No, 3 damage.
You know
I'm
what's the
still
worst? If she has to burn fate, you're gonna have to lug her ass all the way to the elevator.
I'm gonna be fine. It's still okay.
Only one of us has
Barely.
had to burn fate so far, it's fine.
who burned
I,
it?
I did.
11 minus 8, that's 3. I'm okay, boys. I still have 6 HP.
God damn it, I closed their bloody sheet. Let me have a look. Do they have any ranged weapons on them? I think Tiffany's the only real one. Oh, did I give them all that weapon? Did I really? Okay, that's odd. Fair enough. So, they both seem to have chain sickles. So, didn't they have a range on them?
I don't know why, but
forgot
when you
to.
say chain sickles instead of a chain scythe, I imagined like an icicle, except it's chain.
I heard Chantastic
Wait.
was quite honest.
They have chain sickles?
Yes.
How can I get one of those?
Fucking kill him and take it.
Along with the
I'm gonna
boots.
Yeah, you can kill two birds with one stone and get the boots as well.
See, chain cycles to me just sounds like a fucking bike.
Chansicle.
To me,
Chain
it
sickle
sounds
is
like
chain
a
sickle is like an
but
icicle
chain.
with chain. No, popsicle. Chain popsicle. Chain sickle.
She would like to help you, but she's just going to get moving.
Just
Keep
run.
the fucking sword
Just
out of him.
run.
Well, unfortunately, she doesn't have the range to get into combat and do stuff, so she's just going to look at.
Just run. Liliana's still fine.
Darius, you were up.
Oh shit. Okay. First things first, I'm going to yell "fuck" as I took a massive fucking attack to the arm, and then I'm going to full move. Actually, I'm going to run to. How far can I run again? 18. Run to there. You guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You run your ass over next to Tiffany. And Tiffany runs away from you,
Go.
screaming, "Ah, men!" No, she just gives you a nod and gets booking. So she is entering the elevator.
And she sees a chanting tech priest furiously typing away on a keyboard. In the school, floating around. That's also chanting.
1-0-0-1-1-0-0.
No, where is it? There it is.
0-0-1-1-0-0-1-1-1-1-0-0. Fighting on this fire.
Keep up the tempo, Hector.
Jenny, it is your turn. So if you would like to roll me some tech use.
Tech use. Okay, now we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. Oh no, that's Ceres, isn't she?
Okay, so you have 3 degrees. Ceres has 2 degrees, so you have 5 altogether. You see your code is overtaking his. He's not able to keep up. For whatever reason, you do seem to, the two of you, have control of the situation again. But you are also aware that someone is trying to bypass your override controls.
Alright everyone, last boarding call! Make it quick!
Liliana, you're up.
I'm gonna fuck this dude up. So, smite. Say reading 2 again. Then do to my necklace. Yes.
Okay, he does. Oh, not poison. Oh, I closed it. I didn't mean to close. Okay, never mind. So he gets to dodge. He attempts. He succeeds, but he gets... No, he gets 2 degrees. Because it's to 3 and then succeeding. You have 4 degrees, so yes, one of your hits... No, hang on, because it's by hits. So you've got 2 hits. He's got 3 degrees. Yeah, he's got 2 degrees to spend on 2 dodges. He doesn't need to get semi-auto. His is fully automatic, if you think of it that way, for dodge.
Gotcha. Then he dodges.
So yeah, the lightning strikes the wall behind him as he just jerks to the side quickly, seeing your hand come up again to send him to Zappy Zappy land. He doesn't like Zappy Zappy land.
Since that was a half action, can I still hit him with my sword?
No, you can only make 1 attack action per turn. So technically, when a tech priest uses their mechadendrite to attack as a reaction, that counts as an attack. You're only allowed 1 attack or attack reaction unless it specifically states. So like a quick attack, lightning attack or swift attack are attack actions that give you multiple attacks.
Yeah.
So it's...
And then with psychic powers, it's to do with the subtypes. If it has subtype attack, you can only do 1 of them per...
Yes.
Yeah.
But technically you can use 2 psychic abilities in a turn. If one's an attack and one's a heal, for example.
Yeah.
I don't have the thing to heal myself just yet. I only have Invigorate and Telepathic. I don't think either one of these is going to help me right now.
You can send him a telepathic dick pic.
Yeah, I'm never do that. I think that's all I can do then, because I'm not gonna run out of his range of combat, so...
Okay.
You know what Mordecai is going to
Sorry,
do?
I didn't mean to skip you then, Mordecai. Mordecai, it's your turn.
Oh. Ow! That hurts.
I know I was doing something. I was listening but not paying attention to the tracker, and I was like, okay, so Liliana's done. And I clicked it before realizing. So you were going to set one of your comrades alight. Let's do this.
Yep, let's do this.
Set me on fire. I'm ready.
So I use 2 plus 10. There we go. And he can't dodge.
How
Because
come
he's already used his
dodge. Yeah.
Okay. So he does get the agility test that comes with the not setting on fire, which he fails. He's going to use his fortune point to re-roll that. He succeeds. So he is hit by the blast, or the psychic fire burns him from within, but he's able to put out the smouldering skin, or however we do this. So roll a 1d10, please, with your nonsenseness attached.
Hey!
That's a
Very
fucking
nice.
Yeah.
Very
to be honest,
nice.
That's bad, but at the same time, finally a good damage roll from me.
That's probably the best effect ever, because he's not on fire, so he's not gonna set me on fire, and you critted his ass.
I have a feeling his gangbanging days are over.
He's banging.
I like the idea that he doesn't even get the chance to put out the fire. He just dies from within first.
How do I do this? How do I do this? So, as Mordecai, you would have a understanding kind of what's happened, but as the warp power goes off, you feel the power set, and you know it's a successful hit, and you see him scream as he wipes these embers off onto the floor. But as he wipes them onto the floor, he just screams out. A light bursts forth from his mouth and eyes as he just turns to ash. And all of his equipment is ruined.
I mean, we don't have time to loot them right now anyway, so...
No,
But
we
he is
don't.
also dead. Sorry, I'm going to move him so that I can click on his icons without having to move the screen. There we go. But he is still dead. So, it is at this point, let me just have a quick check. There's one person left on your side of the combat.
Cold shot to the head.
Where is he
know
even?
you can't see him. You know he's there because he ran past.
Yeah.
Right, I was meant to place him so that you can't see him because he ran past.
Right.
So sorry, he's meant to be one square over.
Alright, fair enough.
You half... No witnesses.
I think it's a bit late for
Oh, that's the
no
case.
witnesses.
Turns out shit, man.
Uh,
No witnesses.
people, they're bringing in servitors. It's time to go.
Oh shit! What?
What?
Yes,
Oh,
Jenny.
fuck.
As you see on the pick feed from the other side, you can see a monotask servitor and a monotask servo skull coming up behind. It does appear as if the servitor has a plasma cutter. Not a plasma cutter, sorry. A las cutter?
Last cutter?
Yeah, las cutter. They can get plasma cutters, but this one certainly doesn't. It does look ramshackled, and it doesn't look like it's one servitor that's been well maintained by the Mechanicus.
Don't need to know that.
That's for you, Jenny. So, Ezio, what would you like to do?
Throwing a grenade, is it 30 or 9?
No, it's 3
Meters.
times your strength
bonus.
level. Yeah, strength bonus.
That's just for standard range.
Yeah, that's your standard range.
And do you really want to throw a grenade at one person?
Yeah, it's a bit wasteful.
Yes.
Remind me again, Overwatch action, half action or full action?
It's a full action, but you can shoot anything that comes into a 30-degree cone of where you're watching. So you could cover the entire corridor, and anything that comes into your view of sight, you get to do a standard attack. So you can't aim, you're just quick shooting, but yeah, you can take a shot for each person.
Then I do a run to here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've got some
Should
spare.
be able to make it. He blew up, well, blew up, turned to ash, you know, just turned to nothingness. Urza runs in. Darius, you're up.
So we just extracting now.
Basically, yeah.
Right. Okay. Shit.
I mean, if you
What
want
is
to
it,
do
open
something
door?
else, you can, but
Which was the other open door?
the only open door is the one that goes down south into the Hablock Zeta area.
Okay. I'm going to run to here.
You sure?
Yep.
Tiffany moves further in. It's this dude. So he's going to get on the floor and he's going to reach over and try and pull the body of his comrade over to him. I'm going to give him this as a full action, but he is going to have to do a strength test. God, he's going to fail this. Yep, he just pulls on it uselessly. Jenny, you're up. If you'd like to do a tech use, you can.
Yep. I have a patient bleeding out here. Could you please hurry?
He fails his. No, hang on. Yeah, he fails his because he's got 64 target. Shit, where's the tech priest? Tech priest! Where are you? Fuck it, we'll just... No, consistency. Consistency must be maintained. No, fucker. So, the code doesn't increase. You don't, none of you overtake. Oh, no, I'm going to have to. And I've wasted time now. But fuck it. Why does Roll20 have to be so slow?
Because Roll20 is Roll20.
It's so slow. I wonder if I paid for it, if it'd get quicker. No,
Probably not. I doubt it.
So no progress is made, but no progress is lost, Jenny.
Okay.
Liliana, you're up.
Okay. As soon as there are no threats I can currently see, I'm gonna start running in the direction of Tiffany, because I think it's time for us to go on 80 meters.
Especially since you just saw me immolate someone in front of you.
So now that we're all moving, we'll go into story time. Basically, as you all start pulling back, the thug manages to pull the corpse over to his comrade over to him as all of you enter the elevator. You don't see
I wasn't
what
going to enter the elevator yet.
Sorry?
I wasn't going to enter the elevator yet.
Oh, okay. What was your plan
I was
of
going to come
action?
down here, shoot this guy in the head, and steal this guy's hand cannon.
There's no time.
No.
Listen, all it takes is one run down, one shot, grab it, and run, and 2 runs up.
Fine, just don't come to me crying if the door slams in your face.
Door slams shut. I accept
We're
it.
not the Marines. We leave men behind.
Okay, so Darius, you can run over there. That's 1 turn to run over to him. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. The rest of you start to book it. Can I get another tech use test from Jenny?
Mordecai's gonna go down and join Darius to make sure he doesn't get his ass killed.
Can you all just get in the bloody lift?
I ready
Fucking
my
this
weapons
tech
to shoot.
priest. Jesus fucking Christ. He's had 99 twice and 100 once.
And a 5.
And a 5.
I'm
He
gonna-
did have a 5. I will.
I'll be on the doorway waiting for Darius because I am technically a tank. So...
Sure. Okay. So Darius, you've ran down to him. He was pulling the corpse over, so he failed last time. So I should give him, he does it again. Okay. So he pulls the. Oh, actually, why would he pull? Hang on a minute. I fucked up there. I might have to retcon that.
Oh,
why would he
shit.
pull the corpse over when you've just walked down to him? He wouldn't. He'd stop pulling the corpse and pull his gun.
I just forgot what I fucking could do.
So he doesn't pull the corpse. He half action grabs his gun and half action opens fire. There is a -20. I don't think he could do this. There is a -20 because you've ran at him. He can't aim with it, but he doesn't have an action to aim. It is short range. It's full auto.
-20.
What?
-20 because he ran. But I again my 1, 2, 3, and 4 keys are all set up to. He misses completely, Darius. So you're able to, if you'd like to shoot him, you can.
Alright. Yep.
I should
He's
move some
prone, isn't he?
hotkeys around. Yes, he's laid on the ground.
Right.
So -20 for shooting.
Yeah. See, I fucked up. I could have actually had a free shot with a pistol there, because I fucking moved, not the Desperado thing. But, okay, I'm gonna use the Drusus Prime again.
Just
I
full
feel-
auto his ass.
Short range. Standard shot. And minus 20 because he's prone. That's it.
Nice.
Okay, he takes a minus 20 to dodge.
Yep. Negative 9. And damage.
Substitute that.
So that's
Correct.
6.
Substitute.
So that's
That's
5
8.
degrees. So 8 damage.
8 damage plus 3.
He's still alive. Oh, hang on. No, it's 8
Wait, I have
damage.
mighty
It's,
shot, what the
it's
fuck?
8 damage with the 3. But you've got mighty shot. So what's your ballistic skill?
Plus 2. God damn it,
Your ballistic skill is under 30?
No, my mighty shot only does half.
Oh, you're right.
Half the ballistic skill bonus.
Okay, sure. To speed this up, you did get over his health pool. So the God Emperor assists you as you fire a shot straight through his head, and he dies.
Nice.
You can pick up the hand cannon that he had, the Hecator 8. No,
Can
it
I
wasn't
give
the
him a quick
Hecator.
search?
That will take a full action, so another turn goes by if you want to do that.
Darius,
Get in the fucking elevator.
I'm pushing my luck, okay?
for the Emperor's godforsaken sake, get your ass back here.
Sorry, you're
Awareness
taking the
or
storm.
scrutiny?
Sorry, you're taking the storm child.
Yes.
That sounds like heresy, Liliana.
So, you can grab the storm child because he had it out. It's on the floor. You can pick that up. You will need to give me a, I believe it's scrutiny, perception. No, scrutiny. Scrutiny. Is it perception or what are the
Either
options?
scrutiny or perception or fellowship.
So yeah, give me a. Wouldn't it be? Maybe it'd be sleight of hands because at least that's with your hands. Give me a sleight of hands or a scrutiny perception.
Okay.
Your pick.
Oh, that's security. Sorry. There you go.
I do that all the time.
I'm gonna use my last fate point.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so with 2 degrees of success, you get an extra 2 items off him. So, if you'd like to roll me a 1d4 twice. And if you roll the same number, roll it again.
I'll roll 2d4. And then
Yeah, that.
2 and a 4.
Okay, so you grab the Storm Child, and then you quickly realise that he has a Scalp Taker on him as well. So you grab that, which is another pistol.
Okay.
And then you find a clip for the Storm Child.
Nice. Okay. And I'm gonna double time it back.
Sure, so it will take you 1 turn.
That's 1 turn, and then another turn. I'm in.
Okay, so my group gets 4 turns. Jenny, you see the servitor begin to cut into the door. Darius, you'd probably see as you're leaving that there is a glowing hot part on the door. For Tech Guy... Oh, wow. 3 turns pass. Okay, so... Jenny, give me a tech use 3 times from you.
Okay. 1, 2.
And 1 more, please.
3.
So he just rolled a 10, a 20, and a 54. So we need Ceres to roll hers. Because if Ceres doesn't roll well, he might overtake. 1, 2,
Oh, Sarah.
3.
God damn, that's Sarah's.
So
Just
Ceres
same time.
only adds 2 degrees to your degrees. So 3, 4,
Is that wait? The last one's. Oh no.
5,
Oh wait, no, the last
6,
one's a success. As well.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you've got 13 degrees of success altogether. He's got 5. No, he does make some serious progress, but you and Ceres combined are just too much, and you keep him locked out until Darius is able to get onto the elevator. You all pile in to the elevator, into the command area where you're able to get pick feeds and see what's going on.
Immediately do the lift into back where we came from on normal speed, and I've got to triage Tiffany.
Yes, please.
And also, I'm gonna turn to Liliana. Liliana, please kick the shit out of this stupid guardsman.
I'll slap Darius in the head and then I'll go towards Tiffany.
And it's only it's minus 10 because she's critically wounded,
Yes.
which will be at 0 because I'm using Hector to assist.
Sure.
Oh, I don't have any fate points left.
So as you get so in the Mechanicus area, you go out of the Mechanicus, like the control hub for this lift, and there are a couple of areas to the side which are used for the staff who are, of decent standing to be in the control area, even if they're Mechanicus. You put the 2 most wounded, Tiffany and Urza, in there, and you begin performing triage on them. You're able to close up Tiffany's wounds, but you don't, as you look, they're quite traumatic, and you just close them up, clean them up, but you're not able to actually provide any healing goodness. Urza is also at minus 5.
Okay, so Urza's...
So can you give me a
well.
Can you give me a Medicaid perception, please?
Oh, perception. Ignore what's about to roll. Then I assume no, it doesn't roll perception. I did not add plus 20 for the superior chirurgeon. I think I should have.
Nope, that's perfectly fine. So as you look at Tiffany's wound, although she seemed more up and about, you can tell from her eyes that she was on something. She's taken some drug
it should have been at plus
to
20.
keep her up. She's had some stimulants pump into her. But now that the battle's...
I would still have failed the first roll. I would fail it by 1.
Okay.
Never mind.
As she sits down and begins to calm down, the stimulants leaving her, you realise that her wounds are more significant than she let on. She's bleeding internally, and you're not sure if you have the facilities in order to perform surgery here. You can give me a Medicaid intelligence test to try and stem the bleeding and perform as best triage as you can, just to make her comfortable and see if you can bide some time.
Can I assist?
I am going to... I'm going to
don't
expend
think you
another one
could,
of Hector's
Darius.
charges on this.
Okay.
Where this is surgery, this is going into a wound and closing off veins and stuff.
So this
you'd
is
need to
plus
be trained.
30 in general.
Okay.
I assume still minus 10 because she's in critical.
Yep.
Plus 10 from Hector, so it's flat. And plus 20 for superior. So I actually
Just
inputted
a
it
plus
wrong.
just a plus 20 over.
Yeah, it's 92. Target's 92. I put 110 too much, but something.
Okay, so you're able to help Urza out a bit. You give her a... Oh, no. What? Why did... Yeah. She does get a little bit better. What? Fuck's sake. I hate you, roll 20 sometimes. If you put a minus, it adds the number. It's so fucking annoying. So she's at minus 3. So you have given her... Sorry, she should be at minus 2. You have assisted her. but she will continue to get worse until she's able. Until you're. Why'd you do that? Yeah, you need to get her to a hospital to where she can actually have surgery performed, or you could take her to a medical outpost.
Here's the problem. In the medical outpost, I am the ultimate medical authority and no one else.
Yes,
Yeah, but
yes, you are.
have a facility there.
And as we're out of this section, we'll come over to the map so you have a bit of an idea. It wouldn't be that far for you to go. So you are meant to be there. It wouldn't take that long for you to go up, a couple of floors. It'd probably be the next stop off to get up to the triage area.
Can I cast Invigorate on... I just want to cast Invigorate and split one Siren into, one healing to... Oh, this is not healing, this is less fatigue.
Can you split
Tiffany
it?
onto Urza? I think so. I can. Let me just check the wording again.
I didn't think you could split it. I thought you could do it on other people, but you can't actually.
Hold up. I need to find it.
It's only because I want more rolls if there's psychic powers. So
the Psyker can remove a number of levels of fatigue from himself and allies within range. He can choose how many levels to reduce per character, but the sum of all levels removed from all characters cannot exceed his Siren. So I can choose how much I give, and since I only have Siren 2, I can give one to Urza and one to Tiffany. To make sure they both, last longer.
Yeah,
this is if I succeed,
but I don't think you can do it in the same role. So you would have to give me 2 rolls. I don't think you
can do it.
It's the same role. You just depends on the psi rating you're casting out of how much fatigue you can take from people around you.
Okay, sure.
It does say I can choose, so I'm gonna cast.
Yeah, but it doesn't say you can split. That would be my.
Yeah, but
the person can split the power between 2 people. Because I know what you're doing. You're touching 2 people and casting the power. But the way I hear it is you should touch each person and cast the power.
I don't have to touch them actually.
Yeah.
As long as they're in a range of 1 meter of me, I can do this. And again, the thing says, himself and allies within range.
Yeah.
So long as they're both within 1 meter of me, I can basically do as an area of effect, but I choose how much I can do it because I only have 2.
Yeah, it's the sum of all levels. Also, you can only cast it once every 12 hours anyway.
Yeah. So, bloop.
Is it once per 12 hours or once per 24?
12.
Once per 12. 24 is the endurance one. No, endurance is also 12. They're both 12. Never mind.
Gate of Infinity is 24.
So you want to remove 1 fatigue off of each of them?
Yeah, 1 from Marza and 1 from Tiffany, because that's all I can do. Sure. That's my Siren.
Okay. So, as I'm guessing, Liliana and Jenny go in with the wounded. Darius is kind of just flittering around, seeing if he can assist anywhere. Maybe trying to get to tools to pass them over, but Hector's kind of comes in, grabs a tool.
Once she's done, Jenny is just gonna slap Darius in the face. Just outright.
It will take you some time. This is not a quick.
But yeah, whenever I'm done.
You're able to talk in between each other, like however you want. But yeah, doing complex actions like slapping a bitch, yeah, that's gonna have to wait until patched up.
It's fine. Don't slap him.
It's not looking good. This one here, I'm gonna point out Urza. She's gonna die unless we get her to a hospital. This one here, and I pointed at Tiffany. Yeah, I hope she looks good in an eye patch.
Liliana's just gonna look at Jenny and say, Jenny, Change
It's
them,
not.
please.
It's not looking good. She's lucky to even be alive after a wound like that.
Jenny,
Probably being doped on the combat stims helped.
Jenny, just please help them.
I'm doing what I can. Someone was trying to get us out there. Someone was trying to override my lift access.
It's a pretty good gear for gangers.
They didn't override your video control, though, did they?
Not as far as I'm aware of.
Good, then no one should have know who we are. I just kind of give Liliana a sidelong glance of, yeah, we're lucky because no one saw.
You're saying that like we're the only rogue element in this hive?
Rian is currently not thinking about that, so...
What was the other pistol I got?
You
Sorry,
got the Stormchild and the Scalp Taker. Hang on, I still have their sheets
Scalp
up.
Taker. Oh, okay.
Yes, Scalp
Oh,
Taker.
and Darius, you ever do that again? Well, there's a reason God Emperor gave you 2 kidneys and 2 lungs.
Put like this, Tech Priest. I come from a world where we had to salvage as quick as we could from any battlefield. I'm just doing what I was taught.
Well, next time I hope the fucking door slams in your face, because you've put a team in danger. Because you wanted more shiny
If you
guns.
really thought that, you would have closed it on me. Because
Liliana's
God knows
gonna-
I've done it before in the past.
Liliana is gonna shout in between the two of them. Oi! Stop! Not now!
Focus on the
Jenny?
wounded. Before I have to recite the fucking canticles.
Jenny, please focus on your work. Darius, shut the
There's
fuck
nothing
up.
more I can do unless we get them to medical facilities.
Right, what are our options here?
This isn't exactly something I can do with a tablespoon. You could take her to the place I work at. It's going to lift eyebrows, but it's
Mandy,
the only real thing I can think of.
Mandy is the one that is not injured, right?
Yes,
That is
and
the legitimate-
Saffron.
Yeah, but Saffron is, not exactly all here right now because she's super panicked, right?
Yes, Mandy does seem to be trying to comfort Saffron whilst also trying. So there are a couple of rooms that are just like waiting rooms or staff rooms basically. They're very bare bones, but they are. And
Liliana,
she's going from each room, like seeing who's outside to maybe going to Darius. How are they? Are they awake? Are they up? Are they? Before Darius just gives them a nod just to go away.
do I know Mandy?
You do not.
Okay, I'm just gonna approach, the girl that seems to be more, here, more conscious. Say, I'm sorry, we don't know each other yet. I'm Liliana, I'm a friend of Tiffany's. Do you know of any facilities that your people have in here that can provide medical attention?
Not really. There's a couple of backstreet doctors in the Hab, and there's the outpost above our Hab block. But I mean, Tiffany or Urza would be the ones to find out. I'm a low haver. I don't really leave this floor. She hears a cry from the other room and looks at you, and if I think of anything, I'll come back, but I need to check on Saffron.
It's okay, thank you. And Liliana will go back to Tiffany.
So, Urza
Jenny?
falls into unconsciousness, whilst Jenny's doing her stuff. She's unconscious. Tiffany is awake. Whilst Jenny's doing all of her bits to her, she is actually awake through this. Would she have been on stims? She probably is on stims as well. but maybe hers was put on a little bit later on in the battle. She still seems to be kind of with it, just in shock and blood loss and, a few other medical things have rattled her.
You're gonna have one hell of a crash.
Doesn't matter. I've already had one crash.
Leanna's gonna hold Tiffany's hand and she says, Tiffany, do you know of any places we can take you? From our people over here, any doctors or medics that, can help.
Leanna, I don't think you understand. This is internal bleeding. It's not something a backstreak bone cell can fix.
Jenny, you would also estimate she's got 13 hours to live.
Urza or Tiffany?
Urza.
I'm gonna point at Urza. She's got 13 hours, give or take.
Leanna's gonna look at Jenny. Can we get anywhere in 13 hours? I could always try calling. We could always try
Medical
calling.
center. That's close enough, but again,
Get me
it's not
to a
exactly
Vox.
so.
Get me to a Vox. An active one.
I'm gonna give her my microbead because that kind of works, right? And I know it works.
Does, but she looks at it and, no, I need a Vox, not a microbead.
This
This is a good one. Don't worry. Unless you're calling the upper hive, they'll pick up.
She shrugs and takes the microbead and inputs a comm frequency into it and puts it to her ear and hits the call button. There's a couple of tense seconds go by as there's no answer. She just holds down the keeps hitting the send button before an answer must come in. Nightshade, this is Pinkhawk. Zeta's gone. Comms not secure. Code not sufficient. Wounded need extraction on staircase. Okay.
Elevator. Maintenance.
Time critical. Okay. I'll see. How long would it take to get to the middle hive?
The middle hive? We're going the opposite way.
Where are we
Pump the
currently?
shit into fucking high gear.
We could 11 hours? It's gonna be
Lucky
cutting
double time,
close. I can maybe shave it off a bit if I put the lift into overdrive, but
It's gonna attract attention, but at this rate, if we get out anywhere, it's gonna attract attention. Doesn't matter shit.
yeah,
Is it doable?
it is.
Nightshade. Staircase possible. Understood. Concern given by allies. Understood. Understood. We'll contact you once in Middle Hive. Over. Okay, Nightshade says she'll cover whatever. She's putting into place a medical team that will meet us once we get to the first floor exit for the Middle Hive.
That's exceptional.
I'm just gonna flip the switch so we go up the faster rate. I'm like, are you a freaking gang or some sort of a commando squad?
she looks down over at Urza, who's currently laid out on a table, and she gestures to leave the room. She goes into the command center and takes out a low stick from a pack that's got blood just smeared all over the outside, but she opens the lid and they appear to be still usable for the most part. She takes one out and lights it and kind of gestures round if anyone else wants one.
I'll
I
take.
go my distance.
I'll stay next to her. And actually, before she takes one out, since they're bloody, Liliana would just offer one of hers.
No, like the outside of the pack is bloody. Maybe the front row closest to where it hinges is a bit bloody, but the ones all on the back row are all clean. And this is a pretty full carton. She's only maybe had one or two out of it.
I'll grab one when I'll stay next to her all the time.
She takes one out and puts it behind her ear before reaching into her jacket and pulling out an Obscura pipe.
Ooh.
She places that down next to her, and she takes a little package out of her top and places that down next to her Obscura pipe and leaves it there. You imagine it's Obscura. You'd be right. She sat in one of the command console chairs so she can turn around and speak to whoever's in here listening. This doesn't leave our confidence. By the throne, you should be much higher up before you learn about Nightshade.
Okay, this is gonna sound silly, but what's your clearance level?
Oh,
She looks
dear.
at you in a... She's not clearance level. The only one who talks like that is the leader of
I'm
the...
drawing my revolver.
Is the leader of the Wild
There,
Wardens.
There, easy, Darius.
Darius.
Well, then you hadn't heard it from me then.
Anyway, she lights a low stick, takes a long drag, and blows out. Ceres ain't no underhiver. She's a spire girl. She's had connections way up there, like seeing sky. But she knows that there's a lot of things wrong. So in her way, she tried to help those down below. And for the most part, we all thought she was some uppity bitch just from the spire to look down on us poor miserable souls. But she invested. She set up places for the kids to go and was making a real difference in all the areas that she controlled. But she's told us that she doesn't have political power or nothing. She's just got the thrones to be able to fund a lower hive outfit, I guess. She kind of goes a bit glassy-eyed when she thinks of her group as just this lower hive scum group. Takes another long drag on the low stick before exhaling.
Well, everybody has to start somewhere.
They got us bad, though. They got us real bad.
Concentrated effort, too.
How did they get the doors open?
Must have had someone on the inside.
That's never
You
happened
see-
before.
You see, you said that Nightshade is funding you from the spires. Well, what if that wasn't as much aimed at you as at her?
Look, don't get me wrong. I understand the situation, but I get where you're coming from. But that's what we all thought originally. It's been years now, and she's... You're not from up. She like really looks at you, Jenny, and how you're talking, and none of you are hivers, are you?
Liliana is just still smiling. That might be a conversation for a different time, Tiffany, when you're in better
Guilty as
health.
charged.
Maybe when you actually trust all of us and
I'm
not
gonna
just
get a little
the
cough
women.
But
in the background.
Liliana still will just put her hand on her shoulder. Yes, you're right. I'm not a hiver.
I spend
Look-
most of my time in space.
Then
On the station.
It-
Gravity is weird.
what?
I feel heavier out here. And
Look,
look, it's weird not being able to see the thing the air is.
She
You know,
clutches
Jenny?
her. She clutches her empty socket. It's like she puts her hand over her eye, and just like
Don't do that. It will start bleeding again. Don't do that. Try to
then
keep that
stop
clean.
talking fucking nonsense. I've just watched my friends get gutted. I saw their corpses as we ran out. Did you think I wouldn't notice that? You know what's going on in Zeta.
What
It is
did you
being
see?
destroyed. It is being raped, murdered, and everyone you've ever met down there, tonight might be their last. And you're talking to me about weightlessness? I'm appreciative. Jenny, was it? She like winces as she tries to remember and ends up crinkling her forehead, which puts pressure on the wound. Thank you. Don't think me ungrateful, but stop
Yes,
it.
yes, I know. I know.
Those are conversations for another time.
It's
They must have
interesting
had
that-
serious clout if they were able to get the doors open. Or they're a bunch of barbarians. They're a bunch of... How could they have done this?
Barbarians
They've never
are not
been so
trying-
organised.
Well, then perhaps they had a change in management. Because someone was trying to lock me out of the system down there. And
Wait, what?
barbarians certainly can't do that.
Someone's probably has
Why'd you
taken
think I
over.
was rushing you, Darius? Because I wasn't sure how long I can stay in. So,
Someone must have taken over the acid riot because if you were fighting them, Jenny, they have access that just the way you have.
well, they also have access to servitors. Pretty
How often are they
ramshackle
pumped full of
ones, but
cans?
Hmm?
How often are they pumped full of cans when you attack? Asking Tiffany, wasn't it?
Sometimes they're not. They've got a lot of numbers and they're brutes, but they don't really spend money on Frenzoid or anything. It's the first time I've seen them fucked up like that.
Right. Someone's pumping them full of cans and coordinating them.
and apparently the leader of the wardens asks for a clearance level.
But he's ex-military, from what Sarah's told me.
Certainly seemed like the type. Never seen
Yeah.
a gun lying like this outside of military.
Liliana's gonna look at Tiffany. Tiffany, I know this probably is not gonna. Did you notice anything weird before this attack? Because you weren't locked in there by the, well, security. You're locked in there by the acid, right?
No, we weren't. I don't know if you've ever been into that area much time, but we controlled the most part. Pretty much all of it. But they managed to keep a foothold in our territory. So there were always some about. And that's how they used to run their attacks through. But this time there was more of them gathering, so we knew they were up for a fight. We pulled more people in, and then the shooting started. The doors come down as usual. But then we pushed them back, and then the door
It was a trap.
opened.
It was a trap, definitely. An ambush of sorts.
But again, that shouldn't... Like, don't get me wrong. We've dreamed about taking them out, about getting more territory, helping more citizens have a better life. Sarah's told us, it's high administratum. There's no way we could get in there to access to lower or Mechanicus or major organisation. We're not talking, middle hive, lower hive. We're talking at the top.
So someone with a pool.
Lena is gonna look at Jenny, then look at Tiffany. Tiffany, do you know anyone that knows who Sarah's Nightshade is? Do you know anyone who could have her as an enemy, that could see the Acid Riders?
If she's a Spire noble, then she's got a whole list of enemies.
Look, the only business Nightshade brings to the High Spire are the best looking girls. For when she wants to make a bit of extra dough to send back down, or to help the girls get into a position where they can get information. She doesn't use us like you're thinking.
That's not what she means.
Tiffany, I mean, do you know anyone who would want to harm Nightshade, and therefore they would harm Nightshade through you?
No. The only thing that's been out of the usual is all these accidents. Apart from that, there was nothing different going on.
Accidents?
In the hab block, in the manufactorums. Spend a full day and then some trying to patch all those sods up. But there is something going on in the hospital. This poor excuse for a doctor who probably doesn't even know how to change a bandage.
Well,
And one time in the middle of the night, I heard some commotion. I was barely conscious, but I think someone was trying to shake him down. Didn't catch sight of him, but...
That Medicus outpost, Ceres has wanted it for years. But the Spire noble who is patron to it, he wouldn't let Ceres take it over for some reason. He said he liked to be the one to give aid to the citizens or some. But the thing is that the administratum won't allow another Medicus outpost to be built. It's one Medicae per... What did she say? One Medicae per 5,000 citizens. A Medicae outpost was essentially a place that would function for 100,000. by the administratum's estimates.
Yeah, talk about being understaffed.
He can't even sort out everyone in this place, and yet they won't even let Ceres make another one. She kind of starts dozing off a little bit, but shakes herself awake. The stims appear to be running out.
Alright, fuck. Keep her awake. If she falls asleep, she's dead.
Keep her awake with what?
Keep her talking. If she starts to drift, shake her a little. Just not violently or anything like that. Just make sure she stays awake somehow. Keep her talking. Okay, Tiffany, tell us. Alright.
So
You're forgetting who's the Medicaid here.
She flicks the butt of her low stick to the ground and picks up her Obscura pipe. Sprinkling a little bit of Obscura in there. None of you can roll Underworld to know how much she's put in. She then takes a hit on the Obscura.
That's not exactly a stimulant. You know what? It's better.
It actually is. It's a stimulant.
I'm sorry, Tiffany, but perhaps you shouldn't overload yourself that much with stims.
It's only a little toke. I'll be fine. It's just something to keep me alert. That's all. I'm not going overboard. Don't worry.
Liliana looks at Jenny.
We can sort her eventual addiction after we make sure she stays alive. Priorities.
Fair enough.
Well,
if there's nothing else we can learn right now, I guess we just rest and wait until we reach the upper hive, right?
yeah, moving up in the world, aren't we?
Let's just hope that this Nightshade is a bit more accepting of the non-women among us.
Yeah, let's just hope she has enough pull that we're welcomed by her people, and now that's quite a very displeased Skitori.
Skill what now?
Skitori.
Essentially our equivalent of the Imperial Guard.
Oh.
Yeah, I would not want to explain to my Mechanicus brethren why I decided to borrow the maintenance lift.
Great.
I'm sure logic would prevail there.
What logic?
Liliana's gonna look. I don't think we have.
Mordecai, you're forgetting.
Let's not worry about that right now, because, I mean, Liliana's gonna look at Ezio, then look at his gun and go like, I have bigger problems if that does happen. But
Let's not worry about it. You're not the one who stands being turned into a servitor as penitence.
Let's just get through now, okay? Let's leave worries and bad thoughts for later, after we're safe.
So, Jenny, you can go on the command console to see if there are any alerts, if there's been any
I'm
additional.
definitely going to.
So, give me an intelligence scrutiny. You don't need.
For fuck's sakes.
You don't need a tech use because you're already in the console.
I'm just gonna roll a d100 then, because there's no intelligence scrutiny.
Yep, no worries.
And minus 20 because I don't have scrutiny as a skill. That is... No, that's not how this works. Never mind. So it's 51 on a 52 intelligence 52, but minus 20. So I fail by 2 degrees.
Okay, so it takes you a while to actually find what you're looking for. Roll me a 1d3. No, 1d3 plus 1. So it takes you 2 hours of trolling through the information to find any alerts, any discrepancy, anything that's going on within the Mechanicus about why they're not kicking up a stink at the moment. Because you don't see any alerts, and that's actually kind of odd. You've hijacked one... Don't get me wrong, this is not the only freight elevator for the Hive. There are a number of them.
Though.
But you've hijacked it, and that's very, very odd. Jenny, you do find something. You find that something has been added to the Mechanicus's Cognite inbox, basically.
What?
Cognition inbox.
So when you... So new mail, okay.
Basically,
what is it?
you've seen new mail, but this doesn't actually make sense. From... I want to go onto the Adeptus. Why do I keep clicking onto something fucking else? From the Adeptus Ministratum work order for 026998 M41 maintenance request for bollocks, I said what this for freight elevator. Okay, we'll call this one Gamma. Gamma to be shut down for 24 hours.
Shit.
It
I assume
wasn't.
this is
It
Gamma.
wasn't there before. There was no official shutdown for this. You saw because there was no Mechanicus tech priests blocking off the elevator. If
We
this was
have
a
problems,
sanctioned,
people.
if this was a sanctioned maintenance request from the Adeptus Administratum to the Mechanicus, they wouldn't have shut down the elevator first. The Mechanicus would have received the document, and then they would have sent another document accepting their request, and it wouldn't have been on this day.
They're putting freight lift Gamma for an unsanctioned, for an unscheduled maintenance. And we are on the freight lift Gamma.
Oh,
This
shit.
is
Right.
not standard protocol. Someone is pulling strings to stop us.
Okay, well, priority, make sure it doesn't fucking happen. Do some techno thing.
I can only do so much.
Well,
So,
how
Jenny,
far out are we? It's been like, what, 2 hours?
Jenny, you can tell that the Adeptus Mechanicus have not answered this missive yet.
It's still pending. It's in the inbox. They haven't approved it yet, but they are going to at least inquire about it.
Can you just delete it?
Not from here, no. I assume, GM.
No, you can't delete something like that from here.
Can you, fuck.
Can you make sure that the freight elevator doesn't stop? And more than anything, can you see who placed that note there?
You can add your own missives to it. You can add on. So I think this is a little bit like a Dropbox that's been that's to the Mechanicus. You can add another message from a Mechanicus tech priest, which, you know, the Mechanicus are obviously going to deal with the tech priest shit first. You know, the Mechanicus are more efficient than the Ministratum, but, you know, it's still 40k. Things take a long time to process.
Right, Jenny, who did you not like in tech school?
We found, well, they're either dead or not here, so that's not really going to improve matters any.
It doesn't matter. You're not technically here either. You just need a name to put onto a letter. Get them investigated, not us. Simple. But drop a fake message saying
Okay, I'm gonna input a new message that says freight lift gamma maintenance request non-critical. Lift operations required to maintain efficiency. Resume normal operations until maintenance required.
Sure. So you will need to add a name or an agency to this. You are in Freight Lift Gamma. Give me a... Ooh, it'd be an awareness check.
all of us or just Jenny?
You can all kind of do it, or any of you who are actually involved in this little conversation that's happening in the command bridge.
May as well.
What was it? Awareness.
Oh, fuck you, Corn.
Yeah, awareness.
Hey, I actually have this.
Oh, let's fail.
Ah.
3, 2, 1. Yay! Nope.
So Tiffany
Next time
is
somebody have
Joe,
a fucking
save us.
point.
Tiffany is
I
in the
have a-
room, so I guess she's gonna take a minus to this because she's on Obscura, but still.
Also,
I could
I'll
use a
be-
fate point. Yeah. No, it's fine. I don't need to use a fate point.
Apparently she's
Good,
god
good.
brain when she's on Obscura.
Wasted out of her. No, she's not that
Often.
wasted. She
She's-
kind of points to this brass plaque that's on the wall, and it's highly polished brass plaque that reads as following.
We, the servants of the Omnisire, happily maintain this gift of his creation. We maintain the vertical frost. We are the motive force within Transit Lift Gamma.
Vodafone.
Jenny, you could just put down that this comes from the team who run the elevator.
Oh shit! I'm on Tech Priest.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
put it
not Tech
as
Priest.
freight lift gamma
Operating team
maintenance.
or maintenance team.
Oh, now that I've got water in my nose. Now.
It's sad I don't get to hear it.
Well, this is gonna buy us time, but that's also putting us on a potential shit list of Mechanicus, which is not something you really want to do, so let's make this worth it.
So, can you give me... Now, there would be a skill involved in this, because it would probably be an intelligence skill. So, rather than giving you any bonuses, because you are Mechanicus, you know the proper ways of writing out a query to your fellow Mechanicus, just roll me flat intelligence, and the bonuses will make up for any negatives that may have applied. So you're able to write it out. It's not the greatest document you've seen. You know that there, but at the same time, it covers your asses and keeps the lift going. So it goes in the Dropbox. So another hour goes by, and still no reply on the message. However, Tiffany does doze off for a while, leaning on Liliana's shoulder, but she doesn't. She like comes to every now and then and just like looks around, and it's more of just closing her eyes for a while. After the next hour passes, you would see that there has been a reply to your communications, Jenny.
Yes.
It reads, without the voice, that the
Aw.
service
The service crew to this elevator are currently not on shift. How is it that you are able to communicate, and why is it that the elevator is still moving?
Whoa, shit!
What'd they say?
They are asking who are we and why is the elevator still moving because the maintenance crew is not currently on shift.
Local tech priest, random tech priest, rogue tech priest.
No.
No.
Do not say rogue!
Roman.
Jenny, can you give me a deceive check, please?
Oh, God.
Oh, that's can I deceive with intelligence?
You can. I will allow that because you are right. This is a written conversation. It's not like he's in the room with you. And I'll give you a
Does
plus 10
my-
because he's Mechanicus.
Yes, there is a chance. No, there is no chance.
Holy fuck. Okay.
So as you try to bide for time,
We do not understand why you are currently in operation in the operating room. However, we have had several requests to bring the elevator up to the middle level hive. We're not quite sure what the administratum is doing and what you are doing in the control room. But be assured, our tech priests will investigate this, and if we find that there is any foul play, the administratum will be informed.
Praise be to the machine god.
Don't say that!
Praise be to the machine god in all his glory.
Okay.
you would see that in his writings, he still hasn't put an alert on for some reason. For some odd reason, he hasn't changed anything. However, Jenny, can you now give me a tech use as the Mechanicus takes control over the pick feeds?
Oh no.
Oh
no.
Smile for the pics. Smile for the camera, boys. Smile and wave.
We
Oh.
wait.
Oh, that's a successful.
Quite successful. You know, here's a motherfucker's gonna roll a 1, and it won't matter.
Please fail, please fail, please fail, please fail, please fail.
The target for this, for the tech priest, is probably 70. No, hang on. Yes.
I imagine.
Yes, 70.
So long as you don't beat the 5 that Jenny got, it's fine, right? Right?
Holy shit.
Son of a bitch.
So,
So he rolled
you were able
64.
to get
So what
half
we-
an hour.
yeah.
No, you've still got, because he's failed, so you've won with multiple
Wait, did he
degrees.
really say his target was 70?
Yeah, his target's 70. He's got. Oh, hang on. Why have I got plus 30 on? I shouldn't have put the plus 30 on there. So, yeah, he's got
So
2
he
degrees.
technically succeeds, but I still haven't beaten by what, 3 degrees?
Yes, you do at the moment. You go for another half an hour of just typing away at your cognite, your hired or hijacked cognite, typing against a tech priest of the Mechanicus. Half an hour passes, but another
I'm
test.
beginning to see the appeal of bionic hands.
What is happening? All I
Jamie.
hear is beeps and boops.
Feel like we
Another
should put
test,
away our
please.
weapons.
I'm gonna put on my hood.
Smile for the cameras. I
So
can't
with 4
keep 'em out
degrees,
forever.
he is able to take control of the cameras. Another half an hour later,
Oh no.
you reach where. Is that really on it though? I said that was the mid-level for that one, which is kind of half and half. So sure, yeah, this is the kind of half and half point for the lower hive.
I'm gonna look at Urza. How much time does she have
Middle
left?
hive. So she had 13 hours. You did 2 hours,
Because from
3
here,
hours,
9
4
hours.
hours. You did 4.5.
Yeah, because we were going faster, yeah.
Yeah, you did 4.5. So, as you gather up your crew, gathering up the wounded, making, and I'll give you that. Well, no, you can probably find an emergency
Stretchers?
stretcher. Thank you. I actually forgot what the word was then. You can find an emergency stretcher that you're able to put Urza on. And as the lift gets into position and locks down, and you're at the Mechanicus hatch, waiting to open, waiting for it to open, the servitor flies off, and the pick feed goes fuzzy. As that is the end of this episode.
God damn it.
I certainly do hope you can all join us for the next episode and for future episodes to come. But the next episode is Warhammer Fantasy, where interesting things will happen.
Oh
So
yeah,
yes.
we were doing stuff in fantasy.
We're always doing stuff in one setting or another. So yes, thank you all for watching.
It's always sunny in Nome.
It is. It is.
I wish it wasn't.
Remember, no Reichspiel.
Yes. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, everyone. And as always, bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.